Hello Reshaper, I hope you're fantastic today. In today's video stream I want to share with you live exposed, my second part of my exposure, my own life. So by the way, if you want to watch myself on YouTube, you can do so. Just go on pogodora. If you type in YouTube, alternatively you just go into my website. On the web, you just go into my own profile. There you find my website, and the website clicks on the fifth link and you are in. You can watch my stream in 4K in a better sound quality. Okay. So let's jump in without further ado about my own childhood. So when I was a kid, especially when I was like 3 years old, we had something like it called Pioneer School, you know, from the whole communism stuff. It's still there. It was still there. From Lenin, Stalin, it was still there. And what we did there, I did things like you know, it was like pre-nursery school even. It was kind of thing like you put a kid there and then you kind of do math, do things like drawing pictures, you do things like singing or making small plays, you know, acting in small plays and so forth. It was pretty cool. And also because we used to live pretty much close, like 20 minutes walk or 50 minutes walk to the main station of the city. Everything was pretty close. It isn't like in Europe, like, you know, you are in the main city, you are in the main station, everything is close to you. Not always it is so. In Russian it's a little bit different. However, small things that we need was pretty close. And so I also, from the age of 3, I used to go to an school. I used to go to an I used to attend in school, a music school, with violin classes. I took violin classes when I was 3. From 3 I took violin class. More than 10 years, like 40 years ish, I have played violin. Yeah, that's one thing. And another thing is when we was when we was there in this violin classes, we have this not just violin classes, but we had besides the violin classes, I just want to see how it calls in English. English it calls also solfeggio, solfa classes. Solfa classes are pretty much classes where you are, as you're a kid, you go there, you have to sing the songs and so on, so you get a little bit understanding of, say, musical grammar, how music is put together. It's not just you play just instrument, but there is a grammar behind, there's a structure behind. And this is what the solfa classes are actually explaining. Okay, and in the solfa classes, there was one day, I was 3 years old, I can remember it really good, that my mom had to write down, because, I mean, I could write, but not so good. My mom and other parents has to write down the homework for the next class. And what we did, the kids in the hallway, we used to play, it calls put your feet up above the earth, something like that. So basically it's a game, someone closes their eyes, and every time when he says that, or man on earth it calls in German, basically when he said man on earth or something like that, that when someone is on earth he loses. Everyone has to be somewhere above the air. And you know, in the hallway there's not much to do. You have maybe some seats, and besides those seats you have of course a railway, the rails there, the stair rails. And I actually have sat on the rail. And by the way, I just want to tell you that the school is pretty huge. It was maybe just 2 or 3 stores. However, just one single floor is like, okay, let me say 7-8 meters, so like 21 feet, maybe 21 feet. One store, one floor is like 21 feet. Just imagine it. It's pretty huge. And so on the second floor, we played there on the second floor. And on the first floor, because we have the ground floor. Or wait. When I do it in English, we have the ground floor. When I do it in American English, we have not the ground floor. It's the second floor on English, in American English. So let's go for the American English. American English, it's the second floor, okay? It's the second floor. And what happened is, we played there. I was on this rail, and all of a sudden, I have released my hands. And also, thank you for watching, Pakasan. I release my hands and I just fall down. I fall down and I had my first, it's easy to say it in Japanese and English, my first concussion. I had my first brain concussion. It was pretty bad. I mean, nothing has cracked or something. That it was just a concussion, you know. Just because I was falling down the stairs, and on the side of the stairs, not on the side where there's nothing there. Because nothing there, I will be dead. Pretty much dead, because it's 21 feet. Just imagine, 21 feet, 7 meters. It's pretty huge, right? And then I fall like on the right side, because on the left side it would be like this drop. However, I fall on the stairs and just rolling down the stairs. Roll. And there were actually, told me afterwards, there were even a woman who has noticed me, but she just ignored me and stepped over me and just left, and nothing is there. And I got the first concussion. I can remember it, that after this concussion I was hospitalized for several months, 1 or 2 months. I was with my mom there, and it was a pretty much bad thing what happened with me. Another thing also what happened with me is on the second, when I was 2 years old, I believe I was 2 or something, yeah. And what happened is my mom went to send off my cousin. And you know, maybe not in the US, but back then in Russia, also here in Germany, sometimes yes, sometimes not, there is obligation to go to the army, to attend the army. And in Germany and Russia, it was an obligation back in the days to go to the army. And he was sent off, and they sent off him, you know, in a different town, different city, and they sent him off. And it was pretty late in the night, so they said, like, because you have another appointment to the oculist, to the eye doctor, if you know what an oculist is. And when therefore I stayed there with my grandma, who has an alcohol issue. And what happened is that I stayed there, and as always, my mom just left the door and she called her friends, and they just got drunk, literally. They got drunk. Of course, they get some food there, and I don't know how, but there had like pickled mushrooms there. I believe from this one point I hated mushrooms because this kind of taste of slipperiness, slippery stuff. And I got these mushrooms, and we have eaten there, and somehow in my food there some of vodka got into my food, and I was still 2 years old. I was still a kid. I was still a toddler. I could walk though, and because I could walk, I couldn't walk for a far distance, but I could walk, and I could walk. And what happened is, I could see, like, they had their fun with the alcohol and so on. Or was that 4 already? I think I was 4, not 2. I was 4 maybe, yeah. And because I could walk. I could walk. I wasn't still not in the kindergarten, but not in the nursery school, but I could walk. So what happened is, I had there my own. We have eaten, some alcohol got into my food, and I got also drunk. I got dizzy and so on. How it feels like if you have drunk alcohol before. And then, because I hate it when it's pretty much dirty, and they had a dirty dish there, and I was about to clean up the dish to clean do the dishwashing stuff, and I've washed, and some of these dishes, because I was dizzy, got broken. It was glass, and I have hurt my hands back then, even though I finished the washing dishes. And then I got back, because it was pretty much in the evening, and I got sleepy and also feel bad. So I got back to my room, or as I say, I had no my room, I had just a room of all my parents. And on the way to my room, what I did is I hold myself, because I was like 4 years old or so on. I hold myself because I felt dizzy, I feel bad. I had just the first contact with alcohol, and I got drunk. And I helped myself on those walls, and with my bloody hands, and those walls were full of blood, basically. And those walls were white back then, but I painted them red with my blood. And so I got just to my bed and just slept. In the evening, and at night actually, my parents come back from this ceremony, from sending out my cousin. And what happened is, my mother was freaking shocked, because you have you just go from a party or something like that, right? You got home a little bit exhausted after a 2.5 hours ride with a train, and it's like at night, you got home, you open the doors, and the first thing you see are bloody walls. Holy freaking crap. And my mother just screamed the hell out of her. She was shocked. She was waking me up, has seen, and I have cut my hands, but the blood was already stopped. So in the morning I had this one appointment to the oculist, and I went there. And in the morning, I had to do this as a whole. I had this whole examination stuff, of my eyes, because like from 2 years or something like that, I'm always wearing glasses. And I basically got there, and what happened is, I wore glasses, and they wanted to examine myself, but I had to puke. Literally, I have to puke, and I had to puke so hard. Ohayou gozaimasu. And I had to puke so hard that it was so bad for myself. And yeah, at this really time, my grandma just escaped to going from jail because the doctor said, like, he's drunk to me, and he has currently this what's it called? I know it better in Japanese. And the hangover. He has a hangover right now, and he is drunk and so on. And he is just 4 years old. And this is actually it can be it's against the law. It can be a lawsuit against her. If you want to, we can do it. We say no. We living in her apartment. If she got caught by the police, put it into jail, we cannot live in the apartment anymore. So, but she got a warning from the police. That's the next time when she is alone with me. She don't go to her friends. She can go out and drink there, but not drink with the friends within the house. So this is what happened from this day. So yeah, a little bit dark story, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have an awesome day. And just want to make a mass shout out to my mom in Instagram, really appreciate it. And people on Facebook, we have Pakasan, we have Zafaras Usamani, and we have Marishita Wataru-san. Thank you for watching. Comment in the comments box below what's number thing I picked up so far. Also, if you want to share with friends, you could do so. Maybe you have someone who has an who is a director or something like that. You made maybe a story out of it, because a story of my life that I'm telling you, and it's good when it can maybe help you with something. Even I doubt, but at least you know who I am, and this is all about. Okay, this is why I'm doing it. Now I hope you have an awesome day. And also, Yamada Shoji-san, thank you for watching. Have an awesome day, as always. Do not let your steps pressure now. Tomorrow will be the part 3. See you tomorrow. I really appreciate it.